I'm not sure if you're aware, but Patreon allows you to sell individual posts to people. And this is a big shift because the whole point of Patreon was that it's a subscription to your work, right? It's for bonus content, deeper dives, exclusives, products, all that good stuff, right? It rewards people for funding whatever it is that you're creating. But that's still available, except now you can also sell these things individually. So that way, if a person doesn't want a subscription, they can just buy certain pieces that you put out, right? And this is really wonderful, especially when you create really evergreen content that is of high value. And the good news is you actually get to set the price. So here I am looking at my Patreon page, and it's got the various things that I've put out. And as you can see, I've kind of set things at $3. That is the minimum. So there is a minimum in terms of what you need to set to. You can't just set it to $1 or something like that. But then here you see that our making of the Arbiter's Proof of Concept, which is a 20-minute exclusive behind-the-scenes video, that I've set to much higher because a lot of time and effort went into that in terms of the actual thing itself, the editing of it together, and all that stuff. So I wanted to make sure that that's a high-value piece of content, right? That's why it's set at $30 instead of the regular $3. And even below that, exclusive yearly reflections and prompts, plus my 2025 intentions. So that was another piece of content that is a little bit higher value. I didn't want to go $30 with it, but $5. Anyway, the point being that you get to set these individual prices. And just a quick viewpoint of it, the way it works is that you step into the content, and then here you can click to select the post, and then you select, whatever amount you want. Now, it does have an article on tips for pricing, and really what it comes down to is you want to really try to just experiment, right? See what works, see what doesn't. You can always adjust the price so it's not a set it and that's it. And as I said, my strategy is that overall higher value content, I set at a higher price. The stuff that is part of the everyday posts, let's say, that I put out, then those are set much higher. But this allows you to really play with it so you have multiple ways that people can participate. They can be ongoing patrons, as was the traditional route, or they can just come in and out as they please, right? So it gives people options, and I think that's truly wonderful. So I encourage you to take advantage of this feature on Patreon. If you have any further questions, there's documentation, but of course, you're welcome to ask me directly, comment down below, or if you've been using it, I would love to hear your experience of it as well. See what you like, what you don't like, things that have worked, things that haven't worked, all that good stuff, so we can all learn collectively from each other. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. I appreciate you, and hope to see you next time.